Do you feel like you don't speak enough Portuguese? That you need to know more words? Then stick around. With these lessons, you'll pick up some of the most common words in just a few minutes. Now, this video is a small portion of our learning program. To get the full lessons, translations, and Fluency Fast study tools, click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account. Want to know if your Portuguese skills are improving and what your real learning level is? Get your language skills assessed with our free level assessment test. Just click the link in the description and sign up for a free lifetime account to get assessed.
Welcome to Can Do Portuguese by PortuguesePod101.com.
Oi, gente! O meu nome é Jade Furuta. Hi, everyone! My name is Jade Furuta. In this lesson, you learn how to introduce yourself in Portuguese.
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool, so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them. This is Mark Lee, and he's on a plane to Brazil. Alex Andrade, a passenger sitting next to him, introduces himself by saying, "Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you."
Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer.
Listen to the conversation and focus on Mark's response. Note, both Alex and Mark use only their first names. Ready?
Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer.
Eu sou Mark. Prazer.
Once more with the English translation.
Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer.
Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you.
Eu sou Mark. Prazer.
I'm Mark. Nice to meet you.
Let's take a closer look at the conversation.
Do you remember how Mark Lee introduces himself? I'm Mark. Nice to meet you.
Eu sou Mark. Prazer.
Let's start with the expression,
Prazer.
this literally means a pleasure, but it translates as nice to meet you.
Prazer. Prazer.
Both Mark and Alex use
Prazer.
in their introductions. This expression can be used in many contexts and is appropriate for both formal and informal situations. Do you remember how Mark says, "I'm Mark"?
Eu sou Mark.
First is
Eu.
I.
Eu. Eu.
Next is
Sou.
am, as in I am.
Sou. Sou. Sou.
Is from the verb
Ser.
meaning to be.
Ser.
Next is the name,
Mark.
Mark.
Mark. Mark.
Together it's
Eu sou Mark.
I'm Mark.
Eu sou Mark.
The pattern is
Eu sou name.
I'm name.
Eu sou name.
To use this pattern, simply replace the name placeholder with your given name or your given name and surname. Note, it's more common to use only one's given name with this pattern. Imagine you're Karen. In Portuguese,
Karen. Karen. Karen.
say, I'm Karen. Ready?
Eu sou o Karen.
I'm Karen.
Eu sou o Karen.
In this conversation, Mark and Alex use the expression.
Prazer.
In both cases,
Prazer.
is actually a shortened version of,
Prazer em conhecê-lo.
meaning, it's a pleasure to meet you, when addressing a male listener.
Prazer em conhecê-lo. Lo.
Indicates a singular masculine form. The gender of the person you are addressing determines the final part of this phrase for the extended version. In the conversation, both listeners were male.
In the case you address a female listener, the extended version is prazer em conhecê-la, where lá indicates the singular feminine form. Remember, you can simply say prazer, the shortened form. It's also polite and can be used with anyone. The extended versions are simply for your general awareness.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer. Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer.
Eu sou Mark. Prazer. Eu sou Mark. Prazer.
Eu sou Karen. Prazer. Eu sou Karen. Prazer.
Eu sou Sasha Lee. Eu sou Sasha Lee.
O meu nome é Lilian. O meu nome é Lilian.
Did you notice how the last speaker uses a different pattern?
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool, so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
O meu nome é Lilian.
My name is Lillian. Let's start with
Nome.
name.
Nome. Nome.
In Portuguese, all nouns have grammatical gender and are either singular or plural.
Nome.
Is masculine and singular, a fact that determines the form of other words in the sentence. Before this is
O meu.
meaning my,
O meu. Meu.
is masculine singular to agree with.
Nome.
Before
Meu.
is the article.
O.
Think of it like the in English.
O. O. O.
Is also masculine singular to agree with.
Nome.
Note, in this sentence, the article
O.
does not have a corresponding English translation. In Portuguese, possessive pronouns like
Meu.
my,
Seu.
your, and so forth often pair with an article, like the
O.
in.
O meu.
Together it's
O meu.
my.
O meu.
Altogether,
O meu nome.
my name.
O meu nome
Next is
é,
as in my name is.
é, é, é
Is from the verb
ser,
meaning to be.
ser.
Together it's
O meu nome é,
my name is.
o meu nome é
Last is the name,
Lilian.
Lillian.
Lilian. Lilian.
Altogether,
O meu nome é Lilian.
my name is Lillian.
O meu nome é Lilian.
This pattern is
O meu nome é name.
my name is name. To use this pattern, simply replace the name placeholder with your given name or given name and surname. Note, this pattern requires a proper noun. Remember this pattern. You will use it later in the lesson. Let's review the new vocabulary.
Oi,
Hi,
oi, oi.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember the short way to say, "Nice to meet you"? Prazer. Prazer. And the Portuguese pronunciation of Mark's name? Marky. Marky. Do you remember how to say I? Eu. Eu. Do you remember how Mark says, "I'm Mark"? Eu sou Mark. Eu sou Mark. And do you remember how Mark says, "I'm Mark. Nice to meet you"?
Eu sou Mark. Prazer.
Eu sou Mark. Prazer. Do you remember how to say hi? Oi. Oi. And the Portuguese pronunciation of Alex's name? Alex. Alex. Do you remember how Alex says, "Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you"?
Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer.
Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer. Do you remember the Portuguese pronunciation of Lilian's name? Lilian. Lilian. And how to say name? Nome. Nome. Do you remember how to say my name? Don't forget the article. O meu nome. O meu nome. Do you remember how to say my name is Lilian? O meu nome é Lilian. O meu nome é Lilian.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen.
Karen.
Respond to Alex's self-introduction. Ready?
Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer.
Eu sou Karen. Prazer.
Listen again and repeat.
Eu sou Karen. Prazer. Eu sou Karen. Prazer.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Lillian.
Lilian.
Include nice to meet you. Ready?
Oi, eu sou Alex. Prazer.
Eu sou Lilian. Prazer.
Listen again and repeat.
Eu sou Lilian. Prazer. Eu sou Lilian. Prazer.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Jaji.
Jade.
Respond by saying, my name is Jaji. Nice to meet you. Ready?
O meu nome é Alex. Prazer.
O meu nome é Jade. Prazer.
Listen again and repeat.
O meu nome é Jade. Prazer. O meu nome é Jade. Prazer. In general, Brazilians use only their first names when introducing themselves. However, in a formal situation, such as a business meeting, it may be better to use your full name. For example,
Eu sou Karen Lee.
I'm Karen Lee. This is the end of this lesson.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can-Do course.
Now you know how to introduce yourself in Portuguese. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Welcome to PortuguesePod101.com Português em 3 minutos. The fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Brazilian Portuguese. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer. Hi, I'm Paloma. Nice to meet you. In this series, we are going to learn basic Portuguese expressions. It's super easy and it takes only 3 minutes. It also takes only 3 sentences. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Portuguese. It may vary a little depending on the person you're talking to. Let's first take a look at the most common way. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer em conhecê-lo. Hi, I'm Paloma. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer em conhecê-lo. Start by saying, Oi, meu nome é. Then say your name. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Finally, say, prazer em conhecê-lo. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer em conhecê-lo. Please pay attention to the end of the sentence. This version is only used if you're introducing yourself to a man, because you say conhecê-lo. If you're introducing yourself to a woman, you should use conhecê-la. So the full sentence to introduce yourself to a woman would be: Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer em conhecê-la. Here's a quick tip to help you if you don't remember which article to use in the end of the sentence. Just use prazer. Prazer. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer. Let's check what you've learned. Based on who I'm talking to, try to remember how to introduce yourself. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer em conhecê-la. Oi, meu nome é Paloma. Prazer em conhecê-lo. When introducing yourself in Brazil, it's polite to shake hands. This is used in formal situations. In a more informal situation, people may kiss you on the cheek. The number of kisses may vary from person to person or region. Some people only kiss once, but others may kiss you 2 or even 3 times. Now it's time for Paloma's point. If you're introducing yourself to a group, you should say either conhecê-los or conhecê-las. If the group is all men or a mix of men and women, say conhecê-los. If the group is woman only, use conhecê-las. Do you know how to say thank you in Portuguese? You'll learn how to say this and many other words in the next lesson. Tchau, tchau! See you then!
Hi guys, Paloma here. Welcome to Top 10 Lines You Need to Introduce Yourself in Portuguese. Estou aprendendo português com a PortuguesePod101.com. I'm learning Portuguese at PortuguesePod101.com. If someone asks you, how are you learning Portuguese? Como você está estudando português? You can say, eu estou estudando com a PortuguesePod101.com. Estou aprendendo português faz 1 ano. I've been learning Portuguese for a year. This is the answer to the question, faz quanto tempo que você estuda português? How long have you been studying Portuguese? Eu gosto de ouvir música. I enjoy listening to music. So, if someone asks you, o que você gosta de fazer? What do you enjoy or what do you like to do? You can say, eu gosto de ouvir música. Eu moro em São Paulo. I live in São Paulo. This is the answer to the question, onde você mora? Where do you live? You could answer saying the country you live or the city you live. If it's very famous, for example, eu moro em Tóquio, I live in Tokyo. Or, eu moro em Nova York, I live in New York. Eu sou do Brasil. I'm from Brazil. If someone asks you, de onde você é? Where are you from? You can say, eu sou do Brasil, or eu sou brasileira. I'm Brazilian. Eu sou professor. I'm a teacher. Here you are saying your job, so you could say, eu sou professor, I'm a teacher, or eu sou estudante, I'm a student. Eu tenho 27 anos. I'm 27 years old. People may ask your age, so you answer with the verb ter, to have, in Portuguese. Eu tenho 27 anos. I am 27 years old. O meu nome é Miguel. My name is Miguel. This phrase works both for woman or man, so I could say, o meu nome é Paloma, as a man could say, o meu nome é Miguel. Oi, prazer. Hi, nice to meet you. Oi, prazer. This is a way to introduce yourself very casually, so you can just shake hands with the person and say, oi, prazer, or just give her a kiss. You could also say, oi, meu nome é Paloma, prazer. Dos meus hobbies é ler. One of my hobbies is reading. Usually when you're meeting someone new, they may ask you, what's your hobby? You could say, dos meus hobbies é ler, or dos meus hobbies é ver filmes. One of my hobbies is watching movies, or even, dos meus hobbies é viajar. One of my hobbies is traveling. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our video, and don't forget to subscribe to our website and our YouTube channel. See you next time. Ciao, ciao!
Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, "How's your mother?" After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about well-being and ask how someone is doing. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Conversation About Family Well-Being PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Como está sua mãe? Ela está bem.
Once more with the English translation.
Como está sua mãe?
How's your mother?
Ela está bem.
She's fine. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, "How's your mother?" That's,
Como está sua mãe?
listen to it again.
Como está a sua mãe? Como está sua mãe?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Ela está.
state of well-being. She is state of well-being in English. For example, she's fine.
Ela está bem. Ela está bem.
Here are a few expressions related to well-being that you can use with this pattern. Great,
Ótimo. Ótimo. Ótima. Ótima.
fine,
Bem. Bem.
so-so,
Mais ou menos. Mais ou menos.
bad,
Mal. Mal.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Como está sua mãe? Ela está ótima. Como está sua mãe? Ela está mais ou menos. Como está sua mãe? Ela está mal.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, "How's your mother?"
Como está sua mãe?
Imagine she's great. Do you remember how to say, "Great"?
Ótimo. Ótimo.
Say, "She's great."
Ela está ótima.
Now, answer the question saying she's great.
Como está sua mãe? Ela está ótima.
Now imagine she's so-so. Do you remember how to say so-so?
Mais ou menos. Mais ou menos.
Say, "She's so-so."
Ela está mais ou menos.
Now, answer the question saying she's so-so.
Como está sua mãe? Ela está mais ou menos.
Now imagine she's bad. Do you remember how to say bad?
Mal. Mal.
Say, she's bad.
Ela está mal.
Now answer the question saying she's bad.
Como está sua mãe? Ela está mal.
In this lesson, you learn new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to talk about well-being. You're now able to talk about how someone is feeling like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell me how you are today. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Remember, here's what you can do to learn all of these words by heart. Drill these words with our spaced repetition flashcards, which will help cement these words into your long-term memory. Save them to the word bank, your personal vocabulary collection, where you can print out your own study sheets, or review the words with our looped vocabulary slideshow, and play it until you know all of the words. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to get these lessons and study tools.